Thank you.
I will read just a bit of this New York Times report that details how it said Cuomo's team tried to tarnish one of his accusers. The first of his accusers, Lindsey Boylan, says the letter was a full-on attack on Ms. Boylan's credibility, suggesting that her accusation was premeditated and politically motivated. Weaponizing a claim of sexual harassment for personal political gain or to achieve notoriety cannot be tolerated, the letter concluded. Multiple drafts were created, and Cuomo was involved in creating that letter, according to one of the people cited in this report. If true, what needs to happen?
You know, the allegations against the governor and his top aides are egregious.
The Biden administration's biggest achievement.
The president announced another supposedly audacious goal on Thursday, that all adults in all 50 states should be eligible to schedule vaccinations by May 1st. Here's the problem. Dr. Fauci said a month ago we'd be there by April. Quote, I would imagine by the time we get to April, that will be what I would call open season. Namely, virtually everybody and anybody in any category could start to get vaccinated. That was Dr. Fauci's prediction.
Alright. Reason why I decided to freaking do a little clip on the hell's going on today on the news was simple. What the hell's going on with our news, man? There used to be a time where you would tune into whatever channel, MSNBC, CNN, Fox, ABC, whatever freaking channel, man, and used to be able to get the news across the board. They were almost playing them side by side. Sometimes one would announce it before the other, or the same freaking program would come on. I remember a long time ago when I was, 10, 12, 15 years old, as a kid, early 2000s, I used to have to tune into the news because I had to report on current events for my classes. And I used to notice that the news lasted about an hour long. 30 minutes for local news, 30 minutes for world news. What the hell has happened to that? They went straight into the point. This and this is happening, this is what happened, this is where it happened. If there was any dead, they would say who was dead. If there was any uh, criminals that they were looking for, they would mention that. If a hurricane was coming, they were saying the time frame when it would hit. Uh, you get the point. If you're over 30 years old, you know, and you've seen the news before. Nowadays, you got Fox News that shouldn't be even called Fox News anymore. They should just be called Fox talk shows, and CNN the same thing. Because that's what they are now. They're talk shows. And they provide their agenda and their political agenda more than anything on the damn shows. You got news anchors that are on there talking about what the hell they feel like talking about. They're not even really advertising news anymore. As you can see, you had one channel talking about the freaking crisis at the border a little earlier before, and then you had another one reporting on the freaking shootings in Atlanta. And I'm talking March 17th to 2021. A little bit later, they were moving on onto the scandal of Cuomo's freaking sexual allegations, and the other one was talking about how Mitch McConnell can't seem to, you know, make up his mind because he ignored it every timeline that Donald Trump had set in place, but he's over here bitching about Biden's freaking timeline that he hasn't been able to complete it, and he's talking about April, and we're not even in April yet. My point is that you don't no longer get news anymore. It's watered down a lot. I get my news now from which maybe they're not exactly credible sources, but I get a laugh and a kick out of them when I watch them through them. Seth Meyers, Jimmy Fallon, you know, Bill Mayer, whatever the hell his name is, because they're actually giving you the news and they make you laugh about it. Because I can actually get more information from them than I can in a whole hour or two or three watching Tucker Carlson or freaking the hell's the name of the Don Lemon. And that's what's wrong. People don't have. I don't even know how to say it. People don't have the curiosity anymore to investigate, to really look into things now. They're so gullible that they believe whatever they see, whatever they grew up thinking or seeing through whoever. Republicans are off of Fox News, and most Democrats are for CNN. That's where we stand at now. CNN tries to do everything they can to make Trump look like a fucking idiot and Biden look like a hero. And vice versa for Fox. Fox can't seem to get off fucking Donald Trump's dick and still seem to think that he's our president. Get over it. He's not. Biden is. Politics is becoming front and center of our daily lives now. I remember a time when politics used to be the last thing on a lot of people's fucking minds. They worried about it on election day and then it was done and over with. Now I have to see what the president does on a daily fucking basis on the news. And I hated it when I had to see Donald Trump's fucking face every day on the news. And I'm not saying it because of him. I'm just, they don't like the fucking asshole that he was. Not as a president. As a president, he had some good talking points, some good points of views. It's just that he's an idiot and didn't know how to freaking follow through with them and didn't know how to do them properly. Obama, in my point of view, he was a good president. He did good for the economy. He might not a lot of people not agree with that, but just think about what he inherited back into the 2008, 2009. He got us out of it. He was a shitty fucking president when it came to law and the troops. Economy, not too bad. He had some good ideas. He just ran them down the throats of fucking too many Republicans and it pissed them off. Bush, well, a lot of people don't like Bush. On both aisles, Republicans and Democrats. Bill Clinton, well, hey, gotta give it up to the man. He was getting his freaking shaft sucked up and domed up while he was in the presidency. Maybe that's why he always looked so kicked back and chill every time he came out for a press conference. Biden, hey, nobody can really talk shit about the guy right now. He's just starting. Give it a little bit of time and then make up your mind. You can't make up your mind about something if you haven't freaking give it a chance yet. The point is that the news is not something you can rely on anymore. And I'm not trying to bash them and call out conspiracies or anything like that. It's just like, why do we have 3-hour shows, 2-hour shows, or whatever, of just an anchor just bashing on one side or the other? Not really giving the news anymore. Now, in order for me to get true news, I have to actually go searching for them. Because now you don't even know what the hell. You think you're reading news and it's from some far right or far left freaking media group. Shit, I just barely found out that freaking racists have their own freaking news. I mean, granted, they see Fox. But it's ridiculous that we can't seem to agree on anything. You want change? You want true change? Stop worrying about who the hell the next president is. And start worrying about who the hell your governor, your mayor, your senators are, your House representatives. You want change? Change them. Start pushing for new legislation. I hate that here in the US we've become the people of we're the best and greatest ever. When you think like that, don't even think about it as a country. Before all those patriot guys fucking start getting on my ass. Don't even think about it like that. Just think about it in a sports mentality. When a person thinks that they're the greatest and the best, they stop training hard. They stop freaking working hard. Don't believe me? Fuck. For all the people that like UFC, look at Conor McGregor. He was a beast. He was a badass. But he got all the money, he got all the yachts, the girls, the cars. What? How many fights has he won after that? Recently? He's gotten his ass whooped, but people that shouldn't have been able to whoop his ass. The thing is that he thought he was the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread, and he doesn't train hard anymore. That's what's happening to the United States. We've gotten into this mentality that we're the greatest and best, and we stop really working towards being great. This freaking country was great and always has been great. No president will take or make it better. That's just the people. This country wasn't built by one race. It was built by many. I hate that the US, and the reason why I keep saying the United States or the US is because that's what this country is called. It's not called America. I don't know why everybody just seems to be stuck on that. America is the actual continent. When you say America, I'm from America, I'm American. Okay, what part? South America? Are you from Chile? Central America? Salvador? Are you Canadian? Mexican? I hate that. People try to be so politically correct on certain things, but so fucking ignorant in others. All this cancel culture bullshit. You really think that China gives a damn about being depicted in Dr. Seuss's books as a pale-skinned guy with slanted eyes and a fucking straw hat? They don't give a shit. They're busy building their country. How is it that a country that's supposed to be under dictatorship, a communist country, have more going for itself than we do as a free nation? Where we're over here debating with all these lawyers and fucking Republicans and Democrats about the next fucking infrastructure bill, China's over there getting their asses to work. They build fucking skyscrapers in like a month or two because they're working night and day. Here it takes us a fucking block to fix about a fucking year. A bridge or an interconnecting highway system, 6 years or so to get it together. What the fuck's going on there? When we're supposed to be the most advanced nation in the world and all this other shit. For all the people that think that the United States is the best and greatest country ever, travel a little bit. I'm not saying that it's not a great country. I love this country. It's my country. I will fight for it till the very end. I'm just saying, if you want to see better, open your eyes. Stop believing everything that you see on the fucking news and actually investigate a little bit more. Don't just think that because Fox News is promoting that Hillary Clinton is running Pizzagate that it's got to be true. Stop doing that. Really look for facts now. Not alternative facts, because this bullshit of alternative facts only became a thing when Donald Trump came to power and the idiots that he brought along. Make this country great again. What a fucking load of bullshit. This country's always been great. The land has always been a great land. It's the people that keep fucking it up. We're one of the youngest countries in the world, and yet we have been at more wars than many others have. Sure, we have won a lot of them. But the country that a lot of people and a lot of fucking races like to rag on, which is, you know, Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, we can't fucking beat them. How's that? We haven't won this war. It's just slightly sort of going away and being forgotten. We didn't win Vietnam either. Educate yourselves, people. Really educate yourselves. Stop looking at fucking videos on TikTok and just rotting your fucking brain for so fucking long. There's nothing wrong with seeing a few things here and there, but actually get your asses to work and make it a better fucking place for yourself. Make a better living for yourself. Because when you start doing that, somebody else will start doing it too. It's all about fucking keeping up with the Jones. That's really what it all has come down to here in the US. Nobody is original. A music video comes out of saying I put Lamborghini doors on my Escalade and everybody does it. Somebody does a little trend on TikTok and everybody will copy it. If you don't believe me, get on TikTok. You'll see 20,000 videos of the same shit over and over, but everybody gotta make their own version of it. We spend more time on that shit than we do actually fucking really studying who the hell our politicians and the people in power are. Really study a little bit. See how Korea, and I mean South Korea, has become a contender in economy in the last 20 years. 2 decades. 2. You don't believe me? Shit, just look at their cell phones. Look at Samsung. Look at their cars. Kia and Hyundai. How many cars do you remember seeing from Kia and Hyundai back in 2000? On the road. Or dealerships for that matter. Now, they got 2, 3 in every town. Their advertisements are in your face all the time. They're a contender. And yet, people don't realize this. People want to rag back and forth about what's a better fucking thing or a bad thing. You really want to be good for your economy, for the US? Stop buying shit that's not made here in the US. So all you guys fucking talking about Toyota, Kia, Hyundai, fucking Nissan, or how great they are, guess what? Yeah, some of them might be built here or put together here, but that money ain't staying here. That money's leaving this country. You want to invest in this country? Ford, Chevy, Chrysler. Their roots are here. We pushed them out because we couldn't fucking keep control of our finances. While Ford and Chevy and Dodge were building heavy duty fucking cars and trucks, they were with the big ass fucking engines. People couldn't afford to put gas in them when the economy crashed. So they started buying these Toyotas and freaking Nissans, Kias. And I'm not ragging on that. I'm not a person that, is just ragging on the market there. But you guys chose that. That's why Ford, Chevy, and freaking Chrysler are going to stop making cars and only focus on trucks. Did you guys know that? That they're no longer going to build cars? Because they can't compete. What's the point of them making cars like the old freaking Impalas of 1995 when there were still big fucking body vehicles, when people are not buying them? What's the point of actually building cars with American steel if people don't give a shit about it? You want to make this country great, according to some people, by shit that's made here. Stop blaming the tech companies for everything that goes wrong. Put some blame on that on your congressmen, your senators, your House representatives, your mayors, all these fucking assholes. They're the ones with a little bit of power to actually push for legislation that can put in check all these corporations. The news is fucking fake now. That sucks. Educate yourselves, people.